Hello, welcome to Board Games with Niramas. I'm Joseph and I'm ready to play some Tainted Grail digital on Steam, and it was just like an hour ago or like 90 minutes ago I was out walking, and I planned this stream for tomorrow because that's the release date of the early access, but just as I got back from my walk I read the news on Discord that the game is actually out now for the Kickstarter backers. So like if you're in the beta, then you can access the actual story mode already. So I thought, why not start a stream right now instead of waiting for tomorrow. And now we can access here. Normally for a while here we only could play the Conquest. I did a video for that already, or a stream, so you can check that out if you haven't. That was Saturday, I don't know, a few days ago. But now we can do the campaign. It says play around 3 hours of the campaign. The teaser basically. The full campaign will be available at full launch in the future. So yeah, this is really cool to go in here. And I don't know what to expect really. I haven't played this one before, so we'll just do a new game.
Kuinact is dying. Its barren fields provide little food, and its crumbling walls offer no protection. As the power of the Guardian men here fails, the weirdness creeps ever closer. Twisting places, creatures, and even space itself. Despite this, the people of the Farmhold refuse to leave. Instead, Lord Yvain led 4 of their best on a desperate mission to Camelot. They promised to bring back help. They never returned. Now those left behind are growing desperate. They will try to bestow the burden of their fate on someone else. New heroes, with an even slimmer chance of success.
Okay, so it sounds like we have the same story that the board game is based on, but it's not going to be not the same campaign, obviously. But the sort of background story here is that, the heroes left and we have to do something about the situation. Now, I hope the sound is okay with, right now it's quiet in the background, but I hope my levels are okay with my voice and the music and so on in the game. And there's a lot of loading time, it seems, right now. It was a big patch as well, like the download here. I don't know how many gigabytes that was, but it was a huge one to download. So I had time to grab some dinner meanwhile. I'm excited to see how this works, like how I mean, the Conquest mode is fun. I've beaten it now with all the 3 different runes. I played it a lot, so obviously I enjoy it. I'm excited to see how the story mode will work. I assume that we can save in this one, that we don't have to, the whole roguelike thing where you only have 1 life. It's a cool idea, but it can also be very, very frustrating. So we'll see here. And tell me in the live chat if you're excited for this game, if you have played the board game and so on. It's always fun to hear people's impressions of the game. I am doing a solo playthrough of the actual board game as well. That's, every week here. Okay, so we can choose between Bior and Ailey. That's cool that we have the actual characters from the board game as well. So the local smith, I haven't played any of these 2 in the board game. It says here, due to balancing issues and systems shared between campaign and conquest, both characters currently play the same. If you want to see the diversity of playstyles we plan for the game, check out the conquest and help us in developing proper thematic decks. Okay, so right now they're the same, so let's just go with Bior here. They're quite different, I think, in the board game, what I understand. And
Not long. Materials brought
Okay, so my
directly
game...
from the minds
Okay.
of forlorn souls.
Oh. What? Did my game crash? Okay, so the stream is obviously working. I assume that you see... Okay, you don't see anything right now. Wow, so the game just crashed before we even got in. Yeah, this is the risk of doing a live stream when I haven't, tried the game. And it was just, just released in early access, coming from the beta. Obviously, there could be some issues here, right? So, let's see here if the stream... I don't know how this works. Like, the stream is still working. So I assume that if I start up the game again, then you will see it again. I want to make sure that that's the case. Just like my streaming program is still transmitting, from what I can understand here. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it does. Okay, so then we're back. Let's try again, and let's hope that it works this time. I don't know if it's... I mean, if it could be... Oh yeah, okay, so I got a message here from the developers. Saying that I might need to turn down my... I have it on low. I don't have the best streaming computer, that's the thing, like for computer games. It works nicely for my board game streams, so I use the camera and all that, but... Okay, so this is a low at least. So, but then again, I mean, the streaming software in itself just does take some energy as well.
Dying.
Can we go... Can we click?
Its barren fields provide little...
Okay, we can do that. Hold the mouse button. Yeah, so again, I mean, I am hoping that I can get a better streaming computer later on this summer. I will do my yearly... Every year I do a Kickstarter campaign where people can support the channel, and usually for the last 2 years those funds have been going to my travel to Essen, the game convention in Germany. But obviously this year Spiel is cancelled, like everything else. So instead I'm going to put those funds into a better computer for both for streaming and also for editing as well. It would be nice to have a better computer for my editing of videos. But I mean, I don't have a bad computer, so it should handle this. I have no problems at all when I played the game earlier on. I had issues when I did the Blood Rage stream as well. Like, I can play Blood Rage on Steam, no problem. But when I streamed at the same time, I guess that was maybe too much for the graphic card to handle or something. I don't know. We'll see here if it loads. I hope so. It would be really boring if I can't show you this. And I'll send my computer specifications over to Awaken Realms here after we're done here. Let's try again if we can get into it. No, it seems like it's frozen again. Oh, come on. Basically, I guess what I should be doing is try it without the stream, and if it works, then I have this. Then I know that it's because the computer can't handle it all. But it seems to be like...
Not long ago, Ephir's Forge supplied the southern lands with weapons and armor of quality comparable to arms crafted by masters of Camelot. Materials brought directly from the mines at Forlorn Swords, as well as Ephir's unrivaled knowledge, made his swords and shields particularly sought after. But with quality and renown came steep prices that not every soldier could pay out of pocket. You were the happiest person on this damned island when Ephir took you under his wing to teach you the basics of his craft.
I really like these voiceovers. They're so good thematically.
Now the ruin of his house, the place where you spent countless hours hammering on the blacksmith's iron, looms at the edge of the weirdness, rotting away, a shade of its former glory. Your hand touches the key in your pocket. Every day it feels a little heavier. Every day you wonder whether you will be able to force yourself to walk through that door again. Why would you even try to save his legacy after he found you insufficient? After he lied to you? After he left you behind like a broken tool? With hazy eyes and less than confident hands, you open the door. Maybe that last ale wasn't a good idea. Maybe it was. The fact is that now you're drunk out of your mind. But as you sit near a large workbench, you notice a piece of parchment on the floor under it.
Hey Tony, hey Paul. I'm happy to see that it seems to be working.
You've read it 1,000 times by now. You've tried to burn it 1,000 times more.
Oh, we got a letter. So it's basically just like the it's basically like the board game. We can read it. Well, we can read it again. We can work through the night. And what is that? Resources? 5 resources. Oh, so we have some kind of generic resource. Looks like lumber. And we do have 5. So let's work through the night.
Drunk as you are, it's not easy to start working at the forge, but you're way past sleeping it off. Kuanact is dying, and everyone who didn't leave by now is going down with it. Hours pass, and from your drunken haze emerges a surprisingly acceptable weapon.
It's like making a weapon by being drunk. Yeah, there was some graphic issues. I don't know. I guess my computer is not good enough to handle everything.
It's not nearly as perfect as Ephir's masterpieces, but you never expected to reach the heights of his craft. Not to mention the fact you've lost access to materials from the mines of Forlorn Swords. Everything you have on hand are leftovers from the good days. After you've done, you collapse from exhaustion. You wake as the sun sets. Usually, by this time, you'd already be on your way to the inn. You might be able to force yourself to get some work done before you leave, though. The wound in your side suddenly throbs, and you punch it in response. Pain and rage overwhelming you for a moment.
Punching the wound? That doesn't sound too smart. I don't know.
Only then you notice one of the farmhold's guardians standing in front of you, his mouth agape.
What the hell are you doing in my home? Yeah, let's be rude.
He steps back in terror, but does not leave.
I am sorry, but it's your turn to lay an offering.
God-forsaken offering. It was not your turn today, and even if it were, you know the truth. The men here's protection won't last. Oblivion stretches its cold hands towards Kuanact Farmhold, after claiming many other parts of Avalon.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, the thing is, like, if I had been smart, I would have restarted the computer before I started streaming. But it's been on all day. I mean, editing stuff and everything. Didn't think about that. Okay, so offering. It's not my turn. It's not my turn. I don't want to do this.
For a moment.
The night He changed our ledger. You are now first on the list.
And
He's from bloody Camelot. We are not to question his methods. Please, just go and see to the offering.
Okay, so these options here are in yellow for some reason. I guess that might mean that they lead to something, and this what offering is in white. That maybe just be like a lore, like an information thing. Let's just agree here.
time
See what happens.
passes. Your wound throbs again, as if something was trying to rip free and join the rolling clouds of weirdness outside.
That is disgusting. It's like in the Alien movie, the chest burster, something like that.
Sitting here any longer would be a torture.
All right, so now we're in the actual game. We're in the. But the thing is, like my music, I didn't get any right for my music yesterday. Or like they stopped. I don't know. They turned on my ads, which was nice. Okay, so here's a marketplace. Oh, I love these menhirs. Look at them. Okay, so I get a little bit of lag, maybe. And here we have the map. Therefore, we can see. Can we talk to people? Town guard. Oh, cool. Your turn today. Go make a sacrifice to the guardian men here. What's the situation? Look around and you will see the weirdness crept up to Lord Yvain's home yesterday, and the sacrifices are. Okay, so they're like making sacrifices to the men here? I don't know. Alright, so we have like a little... that's nice. We have a little red dotted line there. We can see where we're supposed to go. But yeah, the music is so good. I really like the music in this game. Crazed dog. Oh, can we fight it? Let's kill the dog. That's funny. I want to try a fight. I assume it's the same thing, right, as the conquest mode. Oh, it's two dogs. Okay. Weak opponent posing no threat whatsoever. That sounds good. So I haven't checked our inventory. We have some food, but 200 health, which is good. Yes. So what is this? Executor strike. Oh, it's that one. Damage is tripled if the target is stunned. Let's just smack these. And obviously we are the brawler. We never got to choose that, but yeah. So that's this guy. This is more damage, obviously. So there we go. So, oh, we have the crippling attack as well, so we can stun him since his intent is to attack. That's nice. And yeah, maybe we should have done the all-in, I guess. Oh, that's changed as well, right? The all-in used to be that we got 50% damage this turn, but then minus 50 next turn. Maybe that's another card now. Yeah, it's kind of like big rats, right? Oh, we could actually kill them using this. I haven't played the brawler that much. I like the berserker most. Because he can heal. I'm sure there's some rats out here that we could find and fight as well. Well, that was fun. Oh, Neantis home. Check that out. One of the heroes, right? And I'm not gonna read it all. I'm not gonna do all, like, look at all the story stuff right now because, you know, it's more fun for you watching when you discover it yourself. So we talked to some red priests. That's interesting. Hey, don't be afraid, child. We're here to help. How are you helping, actually? Well, obviously we're trying to stop the plague and find a cure. I I don't know. He doesn't give up, this guy. He wants details. Oh, we learn about the island asylum. Okay. Yeah. Wow, there's a lot of story text in this game, which is cool. Really cool. And I don't know much about that red plague, to be honest. I haven't really gone that route in the board game. Here, let's see what we can do here.
Now towers above you, weathered and cracked, its ribbons flapping in the wind. The thought that this tired old thing is the only protection from pure weirdness outside of Farmhold sends shivers up your spine. Menhirs, raised by Merlin himself in the Age of Conquest, are said to have different appetites. The one before you seems to best respond to fresh blood, and its thirst is not easy to quench.
This is like a to light the menhir you have to lose a health, basically. So we can burn some. Oh, burn animal remains. Do we have a dog carcass? I guess we have, since we.
You spill the blood.
Yeah, we got that from the fight.
The cracked stones drink greedily.
I didn't even notice that we got some items from them.
You feel the menhir's power surging.
Oh, we got 10 XP. That's cool.
Once again, the weirdness is pushed back. Once again, the land returned to Kuanacht is smaller than before, barely reaching past the furthest buildings of the farmhold.
It's so weird because these like statues are basically alive. So the statue wanted some dead dogs, and then it's happy.
Bystanders disperse, and you sit down to catch your breath. Most of the people are now heading for the mead hall to raise a toast for yet another day Kuanacht bought itself with blood.
Basically, I wonder if this is gonna go out if we don't like keep feeding it. But I guess we're gonna run out of dogs as well. Let's check out the inventory here. So, okay, so we have wealth and resources, and the hammer. Oh, that's weak. 5 to 8 damage. And that armor, we have the key. To the that's to the Bithy, right? A mead. Oh, so the mead gives experience points. Oh, okay. But I guess we get drunk if we get like a status. Oh yeah, okay. So here we have like the quest that we're on. We can join the villagers in the mead hall. We did this, lay a sacrifice to the menhir. But did we get? No, we didn't get any status effects. So then I don't see. Should we save the mead? I suppose we should just drink it, right? So we get the experience. And we have some food. And yeah, we have another dog carcass. So maybe we can just use that on the next day, if it is days, I assume, to keep this guy going. Because he likes dogs. Dead dogs. Okay, so now we're supposed to go to the mead hall, right?
The moods in the mead hall are sour. While relieved that the town bought some time, by now even the simplest of Kuanach's folk realize this can only go on for so long.
Oh, then we didn't have any. Okay, so curse this place. Someone is angry here. So we can defend Yvain. No, we're not going to say anything. We don't know him.
Take a place at the edge of the hall, while people begin to talk about sending someone else to find help for Kuanacht.
Silence!
Conversations cut off immediately. The crowd parts, and a massive figure pushes towards you. The maimed knight is here. Was he sitting in some far corner of the hall the entire time, or did he arrive just now?
Leave us alone.
Guards gently escort everyone but you outside, ignoring the pleas of people who just started their drinks. Guards take their posts on the other side of the door and make sure no one is eavesdropping by the outside wall. You're now alone with the knight. trying not to look at the bandages covering half of his face, or to think about unsettling stories you've heard about him.
I kept watching you today. I needed to see how well you deal with hardships and obstacles before I tell you the truth.
I like that the board game is in many parts a choose your own adventure book, basically, but with the board and so on. And it feels like already like this, the digital version is also very much like, you know, it's like I'm starting to think about these like telltale games, The Walking Dead and those, where there's so much story and you make choices and all that, and then you fight a little bit in between. But so, okay, the truth that Manor is falling. Nod your head and listen, or is that why you put my name for the offering today? We're just gonna listen, I think.
When Lord Yvain left me in charge of this farmhold, I thought the task was beneath me. Turned out it's quite the opposite.
Yeah, the voice acting is great. It's like a what's it called in English? Like a spoken novel or something like that.
I cannot travel outside anymore. Will you help me?
Again, this is yellow, so I guess this leads somewhere. What do you want me to do? Are you who you claim to be, or you're really from Camelot? Some people of the town believe you sent Yvain on some fool's errand just to rule in his stead. Let's be like, let's be, you know, conflict.
Ingrates. I'd relinquish this position in an instant, if it wasn't for the oath that binds me.
What do you want me to do?
We have to find a way to strengthen the Menhir and buy more time, so that Yvain may finish his quest. Blood is not sufficient anymore. We need another source of power to lay at its feet.
Isn't their dog carcasses good enough? The clouds of weirdness are still just outside the town. It's impossible to travel. Yeah, let's be whiny.
The knight reaches for the satchel at his side and hands you a couple of candles made from strange dark wax. You shudder. You never thought you'll have to use one of these foul things.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for, an audiobook, obviously. So is it Berlin that's reading this stuff? All the voices?
Weird candles. Make every one of them count. Some more may still be bought around Kurnacht, but they get scarcer by the day.
That's impressive, you know?
And do not make a mistake of thinking that their light turns you invulnerable. If you keep peering too long into the weirdness, it is bound to look back.
That's cool. Weirdness looks back at you. But he also has like a weird bandage. Okay, so we got weird candles. We know those from the Conquest.
Before the Purges, it was druids who took care of Menhirs. The one Yvain cast out from the city may still be alive. You may also ask someone who knows a thing or two about objects infused with magic. Your people speak about a witch in the woods to the west. Maybe she knows what could help our stone.
Okay, so find either the witch or the druid and ask them for help with the men here. I love this stuff. It's like we can branching story already. We can choose what we want to go for. That's a drunk guy, obviously. We talk to him.
The smell of dirt, vomit, and ale mix in the air as you approach a man desperately trying to keep a standing position. He looks liable to empty his stomach on the ground outside the inn.
You damn peasants! You damn fools! That's no way to treat a man of my stature! It's a travesty!
I'm impressed with the voiceover. Like I played some, you know, computer games. Well, this is a computer game as well, obviously, but you know what I mean. That had worse voice acting. You know, big computer games that are. I like that stuff. You know, especially for like a live stream like this, it's really cool. I don't have to sit around and make voices myself. So, you might want to clean up.
You're accustomed to drunks in Kuanact, and even being thrown out of the inn. You've done your fair share of stupid things since Master Ether left town. But at least you had the decency to wash the day after. The smell wafting from this man is unbearable. Judging by his garb, he must have been an aristocrat, a lord of some kind. The armor he wears is of exceptional quality. Quality most folk in Kuanact can't afford.
Calm down, tell me what's going on.
The man looks at you, trying to concentrate and pull through his drunken haze.
As if you cared. You just want to use me, like everyone else. To exploit me. And the fact that my heart is too good for this world. I need a drink. I need a damn drink. And I can't get one because I can't get inside.
Okay, I have a bad feeling now because I drank all the mead that we started with. And I could probably give him the mead if I had any. Yeah, look at this. Requires an alcoholic drink. I already drank it. Sorry, man. Just gonna leave. Okay, so maybe that's a good idea. Maybe we should... I guess we can buy more mead. This feels like a little side quest here. See if we can... okay, the mead hall is not open anymore because we have that whole thing happening there. So I guess we can't buy that. What is this though? Okay, not much happening here. I guess we should go out here and see. We got some weird candles. We could put them there. Oh, another dog here. Kill it. So, oh, we have the breathe as well. This is a good one. Well, we don't really need it. More food, that's good. I think we're gonna need healing at some point, so happy for that. That's the... Okay, so get down here. A bit choppy for me when I move, but...
Then there are pockets of weirdness.
I didn't even see that we had an enemy there. Let's see what it is. It's a infected human. So, well, he's not gonna do anything. He has the hourglass there. I guess we can do this. We get extra damage this turn, and we can smack him a bit here. So next turn, and this should do it. Things we could look at our cards, by the way. I was just gonna say.
Laws change in a heartbeat.
Oh, he's still talking. It's like we have a bunch of good cards already. Now we get we got to level up here as well. So defensive. This is pretty cool, but the chain. What should we grab? I guess this is pretty cool. Like a normal attack card, but it also has the duplication of the next one. Really good if we need like 2 blocks. You can do this and then do a drop
And
card.
human perception is easily deceived.
I'm just gonna skip him. So here we can see our cards, right? So yeah, we have some good ones here. Right. So there's... Up here is a... Is that the druid, I guess? Yeah, it's the druid. I think I'd rather go for the witch. Sounds more fun. There's another infected guy down here. And they're easy enough. So. Yeah, this is so cool. You just walk around here and end up in fights that we don't see beforehand. But no worry, it was a trivial. This is another one. Oh, this is a crazed witch. Okay. She's going to heal. That's kind of weird that she starts with a heal. There's no point in doing that. Well, it is, since I'm gonna beat it first, right? Okay, so she healed a little bit. And now she's going to attack, so we can do the crippling attack. And since the intent is to attack, it will be stunned. And then we can do the chain attack. And I don't know, I don't think we can crit or anything, so. Now we have the combo mark there. Yeah, that's actually true. Like Paul is saying here, Gaming Rules. Paul is saying in the chat that he would be a good fit for doing voiceover. I think so too, because you have that whole British thing going, right? Okay, here's a necromancer. Weak. Oh, that's pretty strong. So let's see, what could we do here? We could stun it, I guess. Then that's the only thing we do, really. I'm gonna attack 3 times, so let's block one of those. And that's kind of stupid. I should have played this one first because it duplicates. Yeah, there we go. So I don't know, I'm a Swede, but I think like the Game of Thrones, so the Song of Ice and Fire and so on. I listened to those audiobooks, and it was this British guy that sort of just fits. For me, I connect. I think all Swedes do that. We connect sort of British accent with fantasy stuff. Maybe it's like a Tolkien thing or something. I don't know. Like elves, like high elves, they have to speak British English. I guess Swedish accent or Swedish accent on English would be more fitting for some other type of character, I guess. Okay, so let's do this first now, so that we duplicate the next card. I kind of want to just go. Oh, here's an observe. I kind of just want to go somewhere and not follow the main storyline, but just, you know, walk out here and see what happens. And oh, we'll get some nice items here. So the horn is really good because you can stun someone. Need some food. And we got the dagger as well. Oh, so that's a challenging. I am curious to see what happens when we die, but maybe not already. And again, I walked into something that I didn't see. Oh, maybe I should zoom in a little bit. Because it's like I totally missed that again. Okay, so let's just duplicate here. That's okay. What is that? A blood sample? Sample of blood extracted from a creature inhabiting Grubwood. That instantly feels like we're gonna get a quest when we're supposed to go and collect blood or something like that. Pick up some items here. Like some of the monsters have the skull there. It seems like maybe the smaller ones do not, right?
The mightiest sorcerers are those who work at the edge of sanity. They infuse their...
That's a trivial. I guess maybe they are all marked on the map. It's just that I moved too fast and it didn't load or something. I don't know. And I think there is a good chance to beat a challenging guy as well. Not really sure, but let's do the all-in. And that's pretty good. Yeah, more blood. Right, take care, Paul. It was fun having you in here. I'm gonna watch your stream tomorrow. I can say that to everyone watching. Tomorrow, Thursday, at 10 PM UK time, go check out Gaming Rules. Paul is gonna be streaming this game there. We can see how he can handle the rats. Like some kind of perverted version of a rat, I guess. Very easy to beat though. So that's trivial as well. I think we'll just, you know, somehow we are going towards the witch anyway. Like you know, the GPS when you're driving, it just adapts to wherever you go. Smack that guy, and you can take that. I think you do have some ways to heal as well. Oh, he has a lot of armor for some reason. Hard to kill, yeah. Okay, so now our damage is tripled because it's stunned. Oh, he duplicated. It's actually fun. It says the corpse is wounded, but for sure it's still alive. It's the fun, you know, if the corpse is alive. And we actually healed when we leveled up. I don't know if that's a new thing. Maybe it's always been like that. I'm confused. I think it's a new thing that you heal when you... Which makes sense with like every RPG game out there. Usually works like that. So that's it. No, it's not it. Not one. You just keep coming. What is this up to? It's okay. We can do this. There we go. So now we got an acid bomb as well. Those are really good, especially against multiple enemies. So Both of these have taunt, which provokes the enemy to attack you. Then you attack him back with your base damage. This one though gives some extra armor and it taunts all enemies. I like that. Oh, we get a new passive skill. That's fun. So whenever you play 2 or less cards, draw 2 additional cards at the start of your next turn. That's good. On every 15th card, play draw a card. That's not that great right now. Usually shorter fights. This is duplicate your first attack card in every combat. I want that one. That is really nice. So we can start off with something strong. And it's going to be duplicated. And I didn't even see an enemy there. But obviously there was one. One of these small guys again. That is so quick to kill those. I like just getting some new items here. Oh, we got the strong healing elixir. That is 70. Wow, 75 HP. That is not bad at all. I think we want to have this equipped. Need some food. And I think also it's better, like this is against one target really, reduce enemy armor by 75. I'd rather have this acid bomb in case we meet a bunch of them. And the blood just seems to be a quest item or something like that. And there's some... Oh, there's an alchemist and he has like a... Wow! These enemies just show up. Like a ninja... Whatever they are. Like watching The Walking Dead, there's always some weird zombie just sneaking up on them. How do we get into... It just feels like it's random fights out here. Maybe that's a thing, because... Wow, this is so good to have the first card being duplicated every fight. That is OP. So like, if I want to get to this... Oh, here we go. A small camp with a woman in a filthy robe.
What do you want?
What do you know about the forest? Camping alone in the wood isn't a common pastime. What is your purpose here?
And what is your purpose here? I'm working. You're taking a stroll. Leave me alone and do your hero things. Go kill a giant rat or something.
There's the giant rat again. Okay, what's going on in the forest?
A strange substance in the ground is causing hypertrophy. When I've heard of this, I immediately thought of turning it to our advantage. That's what's happening.
Hypertrophy?
Can you imagine hens the size of horses? One egg could feed the entire village.
Sounds like a good thing, right?
Something in the ground makes animals much larger than they should be, and I think their blood might be the key to solving Avalon's hunger. I believe that with more experiments, I can exact the right substance to help our livestock reach humongous sizes.
What's your plan?
I need the blood of overgrown animal specimens. And as you can see, I'm not a warrior. Lend me a hand and exsanguinate these beasts for me.
Just so happens that we have a bunch of blood.
This means they need to be killed.
Oh, she handed us some vials. Okay, so we have to... So this blood wasn't good enough for her. Then we got some basically invisible quest vials. Let's talk to her again. Let's see if we can just give her the blood.
I was wondering if you were being digested inside a giant maggot. Glad you weren't.
Yeah, here we go. We can give her 5 blood samples.
Thank you. This is exactly what I need. Give me a moment. This is it. We have to try it right now.
It might be wiser to try it first on a small animal, don't you think? Maybe we shouldn't rush things. Maybe study it for some time before using it? I don't know.
I think I have a rat in a cage somewhere.
Well, here's the rats.
I must have forgotten to feed it, but maybe it's better this way.
So she fills a syringe with the clear fluid and injects it into the squirrel snake.
Now we wait.
After several hours, the rat's body grows to the size of her hair. Here we go. Well, that's just one. Okay, so I'm gonna block the attack and hit it a few times. And those that duplicate skill, freshness, really love it. And let's do the breed because it's a block and it gives us an extra energy the next turn, so that's really cool. And we'll just keep attacking here. So now it's gonna hit twice. Well, we can stun it with this one because the intent is to attack, so need to worry about that. Now we have too much energy. We can do the taunt because we'll hit it back, so do this. And we are up to 50. No, that's not enough. We need to do it next round. So we can do this. And we can duplicate so we get 2 blocks really. But I think we can kill it right now. There we go. We also have the throwing knife.
Splendid. It doesn't work perfectly yet, but don't worry. We have to tinker a little more with the liquid and try again.
You're mad. You want to do it again? Try to convince her to go back to the safe. No. Don't tell her.
You accuse me of causing this, imbecile.
What? We killed her? You close your eyes and attack. The bleeding woman lies inside her camp. Her ideas were noble, but she was too dangerous to be left alive. Oh, I didn't realize we were gonna kill her. You go away, leaving her broken dreams and gleaming shards of glass behind. Oh, so we could have like convinced her to be more careful, but we just killed her instead. I didn't realize that that was gonna happen. Is she dead? Yeah, there's like a little symbol here now. Okay. Wow. Well, every choice has consequences, right? In this game. Oops, I want some light there. Oh, we got the warding lore. I like that one. This protects us. Get a healing mixture as well. I think we'll do this instead of the battle horn. We still have, we already have a few ways to stun enemies. I think we're doing okay on that. Oh, it's a hanging tree, okay. We want to go check it out? I guess we do. Okay, so it's just some people hanging from a tree. That's a... Oh, a candle maker.
There are many grisly tales about candle makers who secretly made their candles out of people they were supposed to protect. You're not sure if it's safe to enter.
So fast. They burn out so fast. Perhaps if I... No. I may need both later. The candles aren't out, are they? You're not one of the weird spawns?
Oh, so we can buy from him.
I can't sell you any. I barely make enough to keep myself alive.
Okay, ask if you can help. Let's do that.
Actually, yes. You can. If you dare.
Tell me what you
The
need.
candles I make require specific materials. You see, we don't know much about the weirdness. The druids, they discovered quite a lot over the years, but then peasants sharpened their pitchforks, lined the druids up in the charred conclave, and set them alight. No wonder they're not keen on sharing their knowledge anymore.
So we can listen to his story. There's like a affinity symbol there. But let's ask him, what are these materials you need?
But the one thing you can learn, if you simply observe, is that weirdness seems allergic to humans. It feels like something about us weakens its hold. And what is it we humans are best at? What is it we're unconditional masters of? My candles, you might say, are formed from death.
We
And
understand.
that's all right with you?
We need to be able to walk through weirdness. It's a matter of survival. No, it's human nature. You can't win against that.
Whatever you say.
Disappear for some time and returns with wax, fat, and other ingredients you don't
I
recognize.
had no problems finding supplies in Grubwood, but something happened there. Something disturbing. I feel something wrong hiding there.
You're trying to scare me off?
No, it's just a creature I haven't seen before, or rather a beast of unusual size, a Wyerm I've spotted near the swamps. I firmly believe it's connected to what's happening in Grubwood. Find it, kill it, clear me a path so I can scavenge what I need from its corpse. And I promise you'll never run out of weird candles again.
Okay, so we have to kill some... Sounded like a kind of boss. We are kind of running out of worm candles though. I think we should go up here. Really small and quick fights here. A bit choppy when you walk around, but it was the same in the conquest mode. I don't know if it's... oh. The witch.
This witch was supposed to be a piece of local folklore that wet nurses used to scare little brats into submission. Now, as you stand in front of her place, you feel a shiver coming down your spine. Was she real all the time? Or did the weirdness conjure her from your town's myths and legends? Whichever is true, her devastated old ruin of a house looks like a piece of nightmare. Even though there's a faint candlelight coming from inside, everything about this place screams, "Run away!"
Well then, we get closer, obviously.
You barely make one step towards the door when a weird claimed monstrosity pounces right at you from the dark.
I assume this fight will be a bit tougher. Oh, it's one of those. Here. So... could do... let's do this. Now we can duplicate the block. Now it's just gonna do one strong attack, so we can just block that. Keep hitting it. Let's see, this will do... wow, this will do a lot. So that's no problem.
With the beast dead, there's nothing preventing you from entering the hut now.
We go in.
The
Oh, we
door
could have
creaks.
examined the beast.
You step inside, only to be stunned by a loud bang and a sudden flash of light. Among the smoke, a silhouette of a hooded woman waves her hands, performing what looks like magical gestures.
So, do we want to attack? I mean, I think we're here to get some help, right, from the witch to figure out how to keep the menhir going. So I don't think we should attack her. Let's just wait.
Her mysterious incantations soon change into more discernible curses.
You bloody fool! Did you even realize what you've done? Without my pet, the next beast that comes this way will simply barge in.
You look back towards the creature you killed outside, and you suddenly feel a pang of shame.
It kind of attacked us.
Get out of here before you do more damage.
So we can apologize. We can offer her. We can give her 25 wealth, or we can say, "But the beast attacked me first." Let's just apologize.
Yes, I'll be sure to remember you're sorry as the beast of wildness ripped me to shreds.
So, okay, I killed your guardian. What can I do to settle the score? Or I need your help with Kuanach's men here. Or tell her of the Kuanach's plight. Or why not return with me to Kuanach? We could protect you there. Oh, wow, so many choices. Let's go with this one here.
There might be a way to undo the damage you've done. I know a spell I could use to bind a new guardian to this place. There's one ingredient you have to bring me, though. The black tongue of a man hanged for his crimes.
Oh, we have a tree down there where people were hanged, so that could be a thing. We can threaten her. Oh, we actually see it here, like, sort of what it's gonna lead to. So this is like an aggressive move, I guess. We can tell me what to do with the menhir or else. Or we could, where will I find that kind of thing? Or we can just ask her, dead man's tongue, really? Ask her where we find it.
A couple of weeks ago, when the trail was still open, a patrol from
we're
caught and stringed up some brigands not far from here. Look for a great lone oak. Either that, or you can wait until someone in your farmhold deserves a good hanging. Just keep in mind, the crimes need to be real.
Okay, so now we get the new quest. Let's see, can we go into... Like, we found a witch, but we have like, let's hear side quests. Find the druid. And the witch. Find the blood samples for the scholar. I already forgot about that. Or maybe that was the one we killed. Okay, so here's fine. Can we... Okay, so this is being tracked. That is a side quest, but I kind of feel like it's gonna lead to us also getting help from the witch, right? So I guess we need to do this. Get on with the main storyline. We are really getting low on light sources or weird candles. Get over here. Okay, so the hangman's tree is singing. We can plug our ears, we can approach the tree, we can listen to the song. Let's listen to the song. Minutes fly by as you listen to this hair-raised song and try to locate its source. If your ears do not deceive you, there are 3 voices singing in unison. And there are 3 hanged men dangling in the wind. Approach the tree. You're now under the tree. The song grows louder and you're sure that if you focus on it, you can make out some words. Out of all cadavers dangling from the branches, only 3 look like they may still have a tongue. Oh, so we can check the first, second, or third hangman. Just check the third first. Third body swings from the end of one of the highest branches. The climb would be difficult even without the sudden gusts of wind. Finally, you reach for the cadaver's open mouth and pull out his tongue that suddenly wriggles like a big black worm. And we got the tongue, okay. And leave. And this game is... a lot of times it's quite disgusting. That's how it goes. So let's just bring this back to the witch. It's actually easier to move around using the mouse than using the arrows. Okay, so here's your tongue. We completed the quest. And we also completed the other quest. Now we can talk about the men here, or we can ask her if she has anything we can buy. Let's ask her that.
I do, but be careful with my wares. Some may cause harm if you don't know how to use them.
Okay, so we didn't get to buy anything from her. Yeah, let's talk about the men here then.
Fine. As the menhir crumbles, it's becoming more and more numb. You need to jolt it with something new, something you never felt. Magic from the homelands. Powerful, ancient magic.
Where can I find it?
Apart from Camelot, the family graves of your Lord Yvain might be a good bet. His ancestors date back to the homelands after all.
So now we got a new quest. Find an ancient relic in a certain tomb at the Lone Graves. Okay. That's cool. I guess we will have to go back to the city then. Oh, this is challenging. Yeah, let's do it. Could have walked around the whole thing, but... Mindbender can replicate random enemies with illusions. And she's going to summon, but I'm not that worried about that. So let's just hard hit her. So nice to have it duplicated. Yeah, so she summons these. They hit really, really strong, but at the same time they only have 1 HP. I think we'll just throw a knife at it. Then we can stun her, and we can do the breathe here to get more energy on the next turn. So she will hit 5 times. I think I'll just attack her. Really good, like with the brawler, it's really good with those small sprites because it's doing 3 attacks, which builds this up with charges, so a lot of damage. That special thingy. Like every time, it's better for us to do 3 small sprites than to do 1 big. And we leveled up, so we can get Duel, which is taunt and reduce enemies' armor by 30. Piercing Strike, reduce enemies' armor by 30, and it's the duration of 2 turns. And then we have the random attacks, so that's the chain effect is cool. Like if we play more cards of the same type, it's gonna chain. And this is time targeting 2 random enemies. But it's a really low damage though, so you kind of need to chain it to make it good. I think I want this one here. But that just lowers the armor of the enemy. And we need to find some... Oh, we're out of the weirdness. It's up here. Okay, so here's a weak one. Bounty Hunter. Fight it. He's going to apply a debuff. He puts like obsolete cards into our deck. Let's chain attack. We can do this duel, I guess. Now he's going to hit us. Could put this on here as a barrier so we have some protection. Not bad. That we can't block, right? And then I think this will be enough. There we go. And we got another warding lore, so we can have the barrier again. Just follow the indicated line here. That's a trivial. But I kind of walked into weirdness now. So I assume that he's gonna do more damage right now. It's like all this red here. He's immune to stuns. Get so many attacks by those duplicate and then duplicate again. That's so nice. I don't know, like in the conquest mode of the game, then you get extra rewards if you're fighting enemies while in the weirdness. So why? Oh, it's okay. So we're supposed to go over here. Yeah, we're looking for the graves here, right? Lone figure stands hunched by the path leading into the cemetery. You reach for your weapon, expecting yet another obstacle, but your grip relaxes as you recognize the tattered cloak and broad shoulders. It's the main knight. Suspicion immediately flooded your mind. He told you he couldn't go out anymore, but here he is, with no weird candle in hand. He had to travel through pure weirdness to get here. That's weird. I'm out here, I didn't have to, I don't know. So we can watch him. And after what feels like an eternity, the main knight enters the graveyard, bypasses the main alley, and walks up to a spot that seems empty. Only when you hide behind a nearby tomb, you notice an unmarked stone on the ground in front of him. The knight's head slumps low as if some terrible burden has befallen him. I think we'll keep watching him.
I was hoping you would drop this charade on your own.
Oh, okay, so he basically saw us. I didn't expect you here. Weren't you supposed to stay in Kuana? This is where people of my farmhold honor their dead. You have no place here.
Don't I? Was I so bad at running your little ungrateful farmhold? All right, I understand. You need to trust me if you're to follow me. Ask away.
How did you get here without the word candle?
I endured. Just like I did many times in the past. You still have much to learn about weirdness. It doesn't affect everyone the same way. Besides, I have little left for the weirdness to take. Nobody. Yet. Order is gone. So many knights missing. Gaheris tries his best in the borough. Bors has gone to the western farmholds to stop the war. Galahad is presumed dead since he abandoned the Round Table. But they don't have his insignia, so they can't name his descendant. And I'm stuck here, of all places. Please promise that should I fall, and I will fall sooner than later, you will do everything in your power to save this damned island.
Okay, so he turns around and walks away.
I'll see you at the farmhold. Please make haste with your search.
We can offer him a weird candle. Oh, let's just let him go. Okay, so let's check out these graves. We have no trouble locating the graves. The family ruling Kuanach since ancient days always made a point of being buried alongside regular townsfolk, though their ornate gravestones left no doubt as to their legacy. Ignoring the most recent burials, you walk along the alley until you reach two crumbling tombs, both some 4 centuries ago. If sages are correct, that's 200 years after the Age of Conquest, but perhaps some homeland relics could still be around back then. One of the graves belongs to a child whose name was erased by winds, rain and time, another to a knight. According to the inscription, he fought in some war no one but scholars know or care about today. We can open the child's grave, or we can open the knight's grave. Yeah. Is there like a clue in here? Where the child... Yeah, we don't know the child's name because the name was erased. Let's open the child's grave. The tombstone is small and easy enough to move aside. Inside there's a lead coffin. Its seal's already broken and its lid resting at a crooked angle. Some ancient grave robbers were here before you. You can open the coffin anyway. A pitiful pile of little bones, among them a lone toy, an ornate wooden figure of a knight that moves once you pull its cord. It takes you a while to realize the toy should have rot through by now. There is a latent magic within it, and the toy's complexity seems to indicate it was made beyond the sea in ancient Kamlan. We got the relic. Okay, that was relic. Oh, cool. Let's move on to the knight's grave anyway. You huff and puff aside the marble cover of the sepulchre. Inside is a weirdly shaped casket made out of a material you've never seen before. It might be the same stone out of which someone in the old days carved out the menhir in Kuanach. You open the casket and see a crumbling skeleton dressed in an ornate robe, a sword in a scabbard resting on his chest. We can take the sword. Let's do it. As soon as you remove the sword, disappointment washes over you. This ornate blade has never seen any owning and was not made of true steel. There were only so many swords people brought to Avalon from homelands, and as time progressed they got too scarce to be put in the ground. We can try to lift the entire casket. Why not? It's too heavy to lift, but the moment you attempt to move it, you feel a weird sensation all over your body. Okay, we're just gonna leave, I guess. And we completed that quest. Now we need to burn the relic at the feet of the guardian menhir. Can't we enter this way? The gatekeeper. Wait, can we talk to the gatekeeper? Oh, we can't. Okay, we have to go around. Oops, let's light candle. You can walk in it. It's just that if you meet a monster, it's gonna be tougher. We can still visit the druid, I guess. Let's see what we can do here.
You approach the guardian menhir of Kuanach with the relic. Looking at its cracked surface, you start to wonder whether it will be enough. As you prepare to lay the offering, you feel an imposing presence behind you. The maimed knight is standing just a few paces back, wrapped in his tattered cloak, hood obscuring his face. You never heard his footsteps.
Oh, we can talk to him. Having you behind my back makes me nervous. But let's just sacrifice the child's toy here.
The flames begin to consume your relic, and you experience a familiar feeling. Things once again seem to come into focus as the menhir's protective power surges fast. Perhaps too fast. The stone almost seems to be trembling. Then something breaks. Menhir's power disappears in an instant. A chilling wail sounds in the air, coming from within the statue. Finally, the menhir itself begins to move. No. Something tries to move out of it.
Okay, this doesn't sound good.
A dark, ethereal apparition with 4 arms and a 3-eyed mask.
There's the guy.
Step back!
The maimed knight throws back the cloak, and for a moment you are blinded. Beside you stands a true knight of the Round Table. His armor, though several hundred years old and mended in many places, shines in the torchlight like a falling star. The sight of his face, part of it twisted by weird, and the other part pristine like a portrait of some ancient hero, makes you stop in your tracks. He raises his blade, honed in the fires of now lost homelands, and bellows,
I am Percival of the Round Table! Come at me, wretch!
The link between the apparition and the statue begins to fray as it springs toward the night. Smaller shadows rise from the ground on both of its sides.
So we can go for I won't let them near you. Can sort of help him out. Or we can say what is this thing. Let's help him out here.
He nods his head, raises his sword, and steps towards the raging apparition, now connected to the menhir with just one thin strand of pure magic.
Okay, so here we have a fight. Expect this one to be a bit tougher. Wow. Fort Dweller Hunter. Okay. This just says a run. Look at that. It has 10,000 health. And yeah. This is really cool. So we have an ally. That's cool. That didn't exist in the conquest mode. We have Percival with us, and he's going to apply a buff. We don't know what this guy will do, but I don't see us beating this. I'm not really sure how this will work, but let's hit him. Yeah. Okay, so he buffed us with an aura of inspiration. Fighting alongside someone as legendary as Percival himself, you feel as if your limits were broken. So we do 100% damage and we take 50% less damage. Okay, so basically, I guess he will buff us so that we can beat this guy. So now he's going to attack twice. We can't stun him. I guess we just attack him. Let's get this going and let's throw a dagger at him. But he starts to bleed, at least. He's wounded. Okay, so now he's looks like he's preparing for an attack. But he's not going to do anything right now, so... Oh, we got a card in here as well. Look at this. Percival's Guidance. So that's like... Well, normally it's 458 damage, but it's lowered because of his armor. But we can lower his armor with this. At least a little bit. So that's there we can lower his armor even more. Oh, he Percival is cool. He healed us. So now he's gonna summon a new enemy. Okay. Wow. This is not that great. But wow, they're gonna do a lot of damage. We don't have that many attacks. I wish we had a small strikes now. Or something that could just, you know. So, let's see, can we stun these? Try. Oh, I actually died. Yeah, obviously. Okay, let's just hit this one as much as we can. And we can actually do that. So just kill one of these. Oh yeah, he was hitting them as well. Good. We're doing quite good anyway. So let's do a normal attack there. And we can taunt him. There's another card, Call of Camelot. Minus 200 armor on all enemies for 6 turns. Yes, thank you. We can bring some... Wait, how much is this? It's 75. We're gonna wait a bit on that. So now we can do small strikes and just hope that we hit him. He was actually stronger. He was 1,000. I was just so, you know, into that he's gonna be a small guy. We can stun him. Okay, and then we can triple damage because he's stunned. And yeah, wow, this is... Let's drink this. He's gonna attack, so we'll block that. I think we should kill the small one here first. This is up to not much at all. Again, lowering armor. Wow, wow. Okay, look at this. He's doing 110. He's doing one. Wow. Okay. So I would have been really nice. Well, we can stun him at least. We don't have any blocks. And Percival is not doing that great. I guess we lose if he dies. I assume so. So should we? Yeah, let's do that. Now this is 75. Well, this is not doing much at all here. Well, that was okay, I guess. We get rid of him. But Percival is almost dying. We can't heal him or anything. We'll just do what we can here. And yeah, this is... We can't... Can we stun this guy? No, he's immune. Wow, I should have checked that. Okay. Block. Percival's dead, so... Oh, so now we get Percival's knowledge. Wow. These are legendary cards, so they're just one-time use, but restores full health and we do 250% extra damage. Maybe we're supposed to counter this? Because now we only have his cards here. Okay, so this is 5,900 damage. Okay, that just killed him straight out. But now we got the... Oh, okay, we cracked his armor. So this is how the guy actually looks. And I think I just clicked the wrong card. Okay, there's the damage card. I wonder, like, if this has implications on the story, though, that we sort of let Percival die. Maybe he's just coming back after this is done. I don't know. There we go. Wow,
stagger.
1,180
the dying
wealth.
wails of Weirdspawne echoing under your skull. Red fog clouds your vision. You barely see Percival, falling to his knees and leaning heavily on his sword. Blood oozes from the gaps of his armor. The spirit screams one last time and reunites with the men here. The familiar feeling that everything is real and in focus returns. Weirdness melts in the air. Percival collapses into the mud at the feet of the men here. Swaying from side to side, you reach the knight. Now that the rags covering him are gone, you clearly see there are worse things than fresh, deep wounds on his body. The weirdness twisted his flesh and changed half of his face into a gruesome mask.
They called me the purest knight to ever sit at the round table. Look at me now.
He chuckles, choking on blood.
Oh, so if we had a bandage, we could dress his wounds.
Your people, they would ask for my protection. I couldn't offer it. My mission required me to be on the move, search your lands.
Did we win? Is the men here restored?
For a while, yes. The relic jolted it to life, but it will fade again. You must carry on my mission. This wasn't supposed to happen. I have failed. Now, you must carry it in my stead.
The thing is, I don't think we could have beaten him without this happening, because that's how we got like the 5,000 attack card. I think this is supposed to happen.
Percival's voice is fading fast.
In the old days, when archdruids still tended to the Minears, there was a rite that kept the statues working. Only few knew it. I was to recover it.
His body begins to shake. You lean even closer.
To give Yvain time to deliver the Grail.
Okay, so where can I find these rites? And they even went to find the Grail? Who sent you? Who is looking for the Grail?
Percival's face grows more pale with his every forced breath. You see his hand reaching up.
Please, my mind is slipping away. Find the rites. Help Yvain.
People of the farmhold gather enough courage to walk up to the men here. You find it hard to believe not a single one of them tried to help you and Percival. Maybe the knight was right. Maybe you are this farmhold's last hope. You look at Percival's body again. Serene expression now frozen forever on his pale face. When a knight of the Round Table dies, people who found him are bound by law of the land to return his equipment and armor to Camelot, so that, in time, a new knight might take his place. You also have to ensure his burial.
So, we can organize a proper burial, or we can't afford exquisite burials now. Let's lay him to rest in our cemetery. Let's make a proper burial.
Some people raise the knight carefully. Soon you're left alone at the foot of the men here. Kuanacht and its vicinity are safe. For the time being, there are no more long-lost heirlooms to sacrifice or legendary knights to come to your aid. You feel you should discuss this with the rest of the people. As you look into the distance, you see weirdness receding.
Okay, so that's this is a good intro, I think, to the game. So I think I will call it a night. It's almost 2 a.m. for me, so I'm a bit tired. And yeah, it was really fun. I really look forward to just keep playing this. I'll probably be back with some stream of this in the future as well. And of course you can watch Gaming Rules on YouTube streaming tomorrow night as well. So yeah, I'll be back in a few days with another part of the solo playthrough series of the actual board game. That's gonna be fun. That's the 4th episode, and you know, we're really getting into some interesting part of the game that I haven't explored before. So I'm excited for that. So I hope you will check that out as well. There's a playlist for Tainted Grail on the channel also. Thank you to everyone who's been in the chat. Thank you, Tony. And, you know, if you haven't already, go check out Tainted Grail on Facebook in the Avalon's Fallen group. You can search for that, Avalon's Fallen. And you can also go to the Discord channel, which I'm not really sure how you reach it, but I think you can search for it somehow on Discord, or you can find it through the Facebook group, I think, for the Awakened Realms Discord channel, which is really cool. It's a lot of discussions going on there about the game. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening or morning or whatever you're watching, if you're watching this on the other side of the world, I guess. Take care. Bye bye.